Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. So, I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky.
Is everyone here? Settle down.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party. But we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Carrier. Whoa, looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2. Form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
Missile hit. Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Our fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts, form up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Level 3 engaging.
Lockdown bandit. I'm hit, but I can still fly.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
Maintain in my sight. Lock on.
Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Mage 2, locked.
The enemy has a lock on me.
Mage 2, target down.
You'll knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
I've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Mage 2, locking.
They took a bite out of me. Thank you.
Fox 3, Fox 3!
Nobody down.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Lock acquired.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some orders back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem 4, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
UAVs. I can't tell them apart. Bomber hit by a missile. Target is down.
Attaboy, Trigger.
Targeting gun range.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I'd call that mission accomplished. We still got half our baggage. Emptying them on hangars and runways.
I'm glued to this one.
Bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload. Bandit acquired. Locked on.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Missile launched. Target is down. Missile closing. Evade.
That is my sight.
Enemy's got a lock.
I've got you now. Firing. Break, break. Hostile has a lock. Column 3, Fox 2. I've maneuvered behind the enemy.
Missile incoming. Target hit.
Friendly aircraft lost.
One remaining.
H2, keep your focus. You got this.
Locked.
Column 1, missile inbound at aid.
On target 6.
Mage 2, missile away. To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight command. Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Cadet, Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war. one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusea, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusea went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusea didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I'm Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusea. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusea, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats. And the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusea has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusea are currently appearing throughout Usea. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has...
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
Target destroyed.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
My wings are iced up. Attacked by enemy aircraft! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Target is down.
The anti-air radar vehicle has been destroyed! Go for the radar car!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! requested permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Caution.
We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up a decent fight.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll come. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
After every target.
That radar was just about to go online. We pushed the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Missed. Trigger, there's one more to go.
Caution. 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 Missile.
Everything's been burned down.
It's chow time.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Target is in range of guns.
Step forward to hide. Enemy on your radar. No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manuals. Redo the setup.
Fox 2.
Here's some feedback from the uniform we're choosing. Write your manuals in a language we can understand. Evading.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lockout to their targets, too.
Friendly now. We aim over clear ground. School 3, get the bailout down.
Rover 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Caution, hostile on the radar lock.
That's a miss.
They evaded. Continuing attack. School 4, missile inbound. Dodge.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
All aircraft, residential area is below you. Golem 2, Fox 2.
Break. Friendly aircraft lost.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Breaking lock. Evading.
Missile launched.
Caution.
Enemy missile chasing me.
Bandit, right behind you.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Fox 2. Fox 2. We've got the numbers and the strike is thick.
On target. Keep your mind focused.
Target is in range of guns. 5 targets remaining.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
Let's take the radar vehicle. Return fire.
Locked.
Caution.
All right. This base is worth destroying. 4 targets remaining.
Missile.
They evaded. Continuing attack.
Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Pull up.
3 targets remaining.
Enemy missile chasing me.
Stay sharp while you're in the clouds. Mage 1 launching missile.
That radar was just about to go online. Launch preparations complete. 3, whenever you're ready. Stand
Bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get out.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Feels like I'm riding a roller coaster up here.
I'm iced up. Bandit is in my sights.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Don't try to read their movement.
Mage 2.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya? I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just two more.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt. Golem Squadron, surround them.
My wings are iced up. Show up on the radar.
Mage 2 splashed a bandit. One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first... Now... The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration...
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Mage 2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch. Mage 2, you can't get anything done from here. Launch immediately.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Missile.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I'm glued to this one. Enemy behind you. Take!
Mage 2, missile launch.
Golem 4, Fox 2.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
H2, break that lock!
Missile.
Missile fire. Evading. I'm spiked.
Enemy on my tail. I can't shake him. Transferring. Bailing out. I'm hit. I've lost control.
Missile. Missile.
Careful. There's a real demon in there.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your
Missile.
fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
Gargoyle flush. Bring them down. Hostile have a lock. Missile crossing. Check. They decided. Damn, got away.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Friendly paused.
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Reinforcements. Bandits are in the clouds.
Missile.
Locked.
Breaking. They got me.
3 remaining.
We have him on the run. Don't let up. Fire now. Eject. We got this. We can't recover. We need reinforcements now.
Page 2, missile launch.
It's standing. He's eating. Bandit in my sights. Call for reinforcements. We're taking too much damage.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight. Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take them out.
Roger that.
Stall warning.
Locked. Missile launched. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
They have to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
Right now, we
What the hell?
Caution, missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
UAV's closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Psycho Skeleton 1. What do we do about that monster?
We're just waiting for mission command.
Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger. They got Mage 2. He's down.
learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Delta 1.
Man, it's a
What do you
fast
do about that monster?
We're just waiting for mission command.
Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger.